Hi, I'm Mark.
I'm Rox.
We're LadBaby.
And this is our podcast, Live, Laugh, Love, the podcast!
Yay! Here we are.
Clap along. Come on. Shake it down. Think about the greatness you've got in your life.
I'm shaking it down.
And walk it out, and tap it out, and shake it out, and scream it out.
Yeah.
Woo! Bringing that energy. Oh! Here she is. It's snowed in the UK and I'm buzzing because it feels like a Christmas movie.
Oh. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast, Live, Laugh, Love, LadBaby podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
As Rox had just said, we've had some snow, not in the UK.
Not in the UK, in Nottingham.
In Nottingham. We've had a little bit of snow. So
yeah.
we're
Little bit?
We're up in the loft, feeling a little bit chilly.
It's freezing.
And I've got a cold.
Mark's
as
got
well.
man cold. Not even flu.
No.
You're still able to stand. But sorry if he sounds like he's sniffy and bunged up.
You know what? I'm sniffing, I'm coughing, I'm sneezing. There's no one looking after me.
You can jog on with your man flu feeling sorry for yourself, Ness. Who made you home-cooked dinners? Who's giving you lemsip? I've said, sit down, Mark. Take
Lemsip?
Yeah?
I'd kill a man for a lemsip this week.
You drank a whole packet of them.
Yeah, I've made them myself. You haven't made me a lemsip.
Sorry, I've made you tea. Like, let's not argue.
If you would like to get in touch with the podcast,
such a dramatic
LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com. I've got all your favourite features coming up. Dilemma, Date Night Diaries, Confessions of a Lifetime, Living with a Southerner, and Would You Rather? I would rather.
Do it on your own.
Would you rather? I'd rather.
I've looked after you all week and you've embarrassed me in front of my friends.
Sorry, you've looked after me.
I've looked after you. Shut up.
Don't raise your voice
Stop
at me.
winding me up. He's winding me up, guys. Oh, there we go. That's how you tell it's man flu.
I've not been allowed to rest.
Sorry?
She's made me do the school runs.
No, I haven't. What's you doing? I'm just lying now. Sorry, guys.
Honestly,
Mark turns into an absolute nightmare when he's ill.
If you would like to send some well wishes, ladbabypodcast@gmail.com. I'd really appreciate some. Get well soon, Mark.
Do you know what? I'm going to throw you out in the snow. Let's see how you cope then, eh?
I'd really appreciate.
Not even with a woolly hat.
Even if you just message in going, I'd look after you, Mark, if I was there.
Oh, do you know what?
That'd really help.
You jog over there then, love.
Where am I jogging?
Do you jog straight to wherever you're getting that email from? All right? Because I'll be honest, you're a bloody nightmare.
This is just one of many of the things I've been dealing with this week, along with my cold. But before we start that, we're going to start every week with a little email I've had in.
I wonder what that email is
the
subject of.
This might surprise you.
Go on.
We've had a review in about the podcast.
What? Is it a 2-star?
Do you know what it says?
What?
5 stars isn't enough. It's above a 5
God,
star.
it's a +5.
It's a plus
It's a
5.
+5 star. Don't think we've ever had one of them.
Mark and Rox, where do I begin?
Wow.
Your autobiography was simply heartwarming, honest and real.
Oh, thank you.
The best I've listened to on audiobook.
Oh!
That's amazing.
Round of applause.
You guys do, and I'm sure will continue to do great things both online and for charity.
Oh, thank you.
Hats off for a lifetime of good deeds. Continue being you. Your family is awesome. Love from one of your biggest fans, Chloe from Essex. There we go.
Chloe from Essex.
I'm not
Thank
welling up.
you.
It's just that the cold is having a bit of a moment with me and I'm sniffing and...
Oh, there's that tea that I made you there. Maybe you could drink it and the Kit Kat that I bought you up. Oh, because no one looks after you here. Did you just bang
That's cold. It's cold.
It's because you drank it.
It's cold. Terrible at teas.
Oh, look how ungrateful.
Well, I apologise for the sniffing, but I've not had the opportunity to rest this week. And I'd like to further just talk about something at the start of today's show.
Go on, I can't wait for this because he's in a bad mood because he's ill and he's taking out on everyone else.
Some of the abuse I've received within the home this week. Verbal abuse from my wife.
Go on, pray do tell. Let me.
There I am.
Let me reminisce on what I've done.
There I am in an evening,
in an evening.
7, 8 o'clock at night.
On the sofa.
Working.
No.
Working.
eating a homemade toad in the hole
You can jog right on.
from M&S.
Homemade. You bought.
That's better than a homemade
You bought a
one.
toad in a hole from M&S. I made the gravy.
Sorry. Have you ever even made one?
Have you?
No.
Exactly.
I admit it, though.
Yeah.
I don't moan at someone for it.
This isn't even the
We're
subject.
arguing a lot. Can you shut up, please? Thank you.
There I am.
Energy. We need good energy.
There I am in an evening, sitting on the sofa, working. I've got the laptop in front of me. I've lost count of how many emails I've had to write, respond to, script.
Lies.
That's not a lie.
Something just came out.
That's not a lie.
Just sitting there. Well, I'll call it when I see it.
Put the children to bed.
Bath, bed.
Yeah.
School run.
She came down the stairs. She walked into the kitchen area where I was working.
Being very toxic, Mark. I'll just say this.
I'm about to tell you what you said to me that was toxic.
Yeah, but this was valid.
She walked straight in angrily. She walked in. She went, "Mark, you're an absolute a-hole." She used the full word.
I'll say it again.
You're an absolute a-hole.
Yeah.
Right? Angry. Right?
Yeah.
I'm there like, Rox, what do you mean? What's going on, my beautiful, loving wife?
You didn't say that.
You stomped in.
We're in a shop.
Mark, you're an absolute a-hole.
Yeah.
I went,
I've had enough.
What's wrong? You are so bloody tight.
Yeah.
Turn the heating up in this frigging house.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
I am freezing. The children are freezing.
Yeah. We were all Arctic blasting over here. We were frozen to the core. It was like a Disney movie, Frozen. I'm not even joking. You needed to let it go, mate.
And
I was having none of it.
I got called an a-hole.
Yeah, full. Shouted it.
Right.
Too.
It then turned into a little bit more of a debate, we'll say.
You took offence to me calling you an a-hole, which was valid. And why is it valid, Mark?
So let's just rewind and discuss some of the facts.
Go on.
Our house, set on essential heating, is something that we discuss together when making
but
appropriate.
Who has the controls for it on their phone?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that you control the heating from your phone.
No,
yes, you do.
Everything is on a timer that we went through and agreed upon and set every room on a little timer.
In summer. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It's snowing out there.
When it gets below a certain temperature, it maintains the room at that temperature. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. If we set it at 22, it's going to be 22.
Outside, so it's going to be colder.
No.
Are you all right?
The heating comes on to make sure that room is always that temperature.
I don't care. It's freezing outside.
No.
I feel it more.
No, you don't.
I do.
Because the room adjusts to whether it's hot or cold outside.
You're boring everyone now. Carry on.
Oh, my God. I got called an a-hole.
Yeah,
because
because the kids were shivering. Shiver. Me timbers it was. Honestly.
I asked the children the next day when they awoke, was you in an Arctic blast last night when you went to sleep? Do you want to tell you what Phoenix said? I went to sleep with my fan on. Desk fan. He had a desk fan pointed at his face to go to bed because it was too hot. Right? So nobody went to bed in an Arctic blast. The room was actually so frigging hot, they had a fan on.
I've had to buy fleece-lined jumpsuits and joggers because I am so cold.
The problem here is you. It's not the house. It's not you shouting a-hole at me. It's not the children going to bed in an Arctic blast. It's you. You're the problem.
But, Mark, you have the controls of the heating on your phone.
Which we've agreed upon and set timers.
You keep like Scrooge, like, what do you want? 20 degrees. Oh, right. Let's all discuss what you did next when I called you an a-hole. Hold on a minute, Roxanne. He went, got his phone out, tappy, tap, tap, tap. I've Googled the national average of a room temperature in the UK.
Yeah.
No lie.
Recommended.
He Googled the average temperature of a room in the UK. And I said, is that in December? And
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Any time of year.
It's any time of year. I Googled the average recommended temperature of a UK household.
Who does that?
Someone that's just been called an a-hole. That's who does that. Unjustifiably called an a-hole.
Googles the national average.
Because you said...
You are like, turn off the big lights. You are that. You're Peter Kay. I'm not even lying. You are Peter Kay of the Midlands, right? You go.
And you're the Gemma Collins of the Midlands, all right?
Thanks.
The diva walking around.
How am I a diva? I have.
You called me an a-hole.
5 layers on here. No lie, tights, a woolly dress, a jumper. I'm wearing a puffer jacket, a hood and a skirt and a scarf.
Great. That's what you do in the winter.
What? No. Right. I can't feel my feet in my own house. And I've got underfloor heating. Are you all right?
We set the temperature for the temperature of the room. I Googled the national average of recommended heat temperature for a room, right? The average was...
What is ours? 23. No, 20. You have it on 20 in the day.
The average for an adult in the UK is between 19 and 21.
I'm not a national average adult, love.
We had it on 20, Roxanne, in the rooms until we timed them for when you or the children enter them at bedtimes, and then they rise.
That's in the week. I was at the weekend playing Lego, freezing.
So it's at a base of 20, but when we predict that Roxanne is going to walk into a room,
it should skyrocket.
It does. It goes up to 23. So when you go to bed at night, it goes up to 23, and then it goes down from midnight onwards to back to like 21, because it's recommended we all sleep in colder rooms for a better night's sleep. For a better night's sleep.
Did you know, Roxanne, that people sleep in 18-degree rooms?
Yeah.
Who sleeps in an 18-degree room?
You sleep better in a colder room. It's facts.
I don't. I cry in a cold room.
No.
I cry
in a hot...
and I want to eat Kit Kats.
You know about a month ago, you said to me, this room's freezing. I want it up to 24.
Yeah.
Right? I turned it up to 24. You woke up at 1 o'clock with all the covers off. You took all your pajamas off and went, why is it so hot in this room? Is there something wrong? I don't know if I'm coming down with something.
There's something wrong because I never feel it warm in my house because you are the Grinch of heating.
You thought you was having an illness because it was so hot in the room. You thought you was having a hot sweat at 1 o'clock in the morning and you had some sort of sickness virus.
Honestly, it triggered me beyond anything. I was upstairs playing toys or whatever the kids at the weekend. I came down and I was like, you're an a-hole because you have got me feeling like I'm living with my dad again. And my dad was like, it weren't even over a 20 living with him. And it was put a big puffer coat on, put this on, put that on, honestly. And even it was freezing.
Imagine sitting.
I can't be triggered like that.
Imagine sitting on the sofa working for your family to supply. And somebody walks in.
Supply what?
A good time. And
supply me with another holiday so that I can then go and bloody get warm again.
And your so-called loving wife marches in.
Calls you an arse.
I don't know.
What?
Unpredicted.
As expected, if you're being tight.
And just shouts a-hole at you.
I thought it was quite a way to tackle the problem. It shocked you into, oh gosh, better do something.
It shocked us into an argument. And then it shocked me into Googling the facts and proving you wrong. I'd like to know, people.
I'm not on a Google list, love. I probably am. But I'm not.
I'd like to know, can people email in LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com?
Yeah, what's your temperature set at?
What's appropriate? Okay? I found out that the temperature that Rox thinks is appropriate
25
is for what is recommended for an old age pensioner.
I'll take that. I like them. I respect them.
I didn't say you didn't like them, but you want our room to be like an old people's home.
Yeah, I want my bones to be warm.
Like an old people's home.
That's what I want. I don't want to die of cold.
You want the temperature of an old people's home.
You know why you've got a cold? Because you're living in a freezing cold.
It's a virus.
No,
it's a virus.
How is it a virus?
You don't catch a cold from being cold.
Is that another fact you've Googled?
Yes, it is.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Is that what your mother tells you?
It's a virus.
No, I'm telling you now, you've been absolutely heat trained to be like, put a big coat on. You don't get a cold from a cold. Yeah. We don't need any lights on. What the bloody... This is the 21st century.
This is all... Yeah, do you know how expensive it is to live in the 21st century, mate?
Yeah, I do, because I'm working every day trying to provide
I'm trying to write emails and I'm getting called an a-hole, so...
Actually get out and do the work, love, all right? So shut up. Honestly, And today it's snowing and there's a chill in the air in here. I remember.
We're in the loft.
Yeah.
We're in the loft. There's no heating up here.
Freezing. I'll be honest. I want it to feel like I'm in Mallorca.
Rox,
okay.
Why is it they invented things like hoodies and jumpers?
Snuggling.
Right. But why is it?
For warmth. Yeah, but I don't look that.
Sorry.
I don't take well to a hoodie. I look.
No. Let's just go back to that. It's not you don't do well in a hoodie.
No.
Why were hoodies, jumpers, sweaters, cardigans?
To keep you warm.
To keep you warm.
Outside.
No.
Yes.
No.
What was that made for inside? Outside clothing.
A cardigan isn't outside clothing. That's indoor clothing.
What? Are you all right?
Where are you going? You're not wearing
This is a revelation. Cardigans are outdoor wear. They're layers.
You wear a cardigan inside, under a coat.
Well, I've never seen you wear a cardigan.
I don't wear a cardigan. I don't own one.
I'm going to have to get you one.
I don't want one. So, but a cardigan is indoor weather.
No, it's not.
That's for indoor use.
When you come in a house and you go, take your coat off or you won't feel the benefit of being outside, you are the epitome of do the opposite.
That's a coat.
Yeah, you're like, wear the coat inside.
No.
Then by the time you go outside, the coat don't work.
No.
Yes, you do.
No. Right, let's just break this down. I'll tell you what's indoor and outdoor. Outdoor wear is a coat, a hat and gloves. Everything else is indoor.
No. Yeah. What are these segments that you have put fashion into?
It's not. I'm not on about fashion. I'm on about practicality.
A cardigan is something you wear outside. You layer under a coat or whatever.
Yeah, but you wear it inside, like a hoodie.
Yeah, you can put it on inside, but it's a form of clothing to go out and be warm in.
It's to stay in.
You're just talking about outerwear. What about in the summer when it gets a bit chilly at night? You put a cardigan on when you're out, right?
Yeah, you can do, but its main function is indoor use. I'm not saying you can't take it outside.
Is that Google?
Yeah.
But I don't know where you've got this crap fact.
Hoodies.
Again.
Hoodies.
A-hole. B-hole.
I don't know what a B-hole is. A hoodie. You wear a hoodie inside. I'm wearing my hoodie right now.
A hoodie is for outdoor wear.
It's not. It's for indoor wear.
Have I just gone into like a vortex of crap?
You can wear a hoodie indoors. This isn't for me.
Of course you can.
It's not for going out.
But
of course you can.
Usually indoors, you wear your indoor wear, lounge wear, like
a hoodie.
T-shirts, whatever.
Like a hoodie. Why is it you've got to only wear a T-shirt inside? No, wear a hoodie inside. Stay warm. The hoodie is easier to put on than it is heat a whole room, isn't it?
Yeah, but if it doesn't work, you have to heat a room eventually. No, it does work. It works for you.
And the children. And everyone else.
Not all the children. Kobe's gets cold.
Sorry, a few weeks ago, your dad came to stay.
Mm.
I was like, do you need the temperature of the house changing? He went, no, it's hot in every room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My dad is conditioned to live in minus 15 degrees in the house. He doesn't even turn on the big switch until it snows. So I'm telling you, he has been set wrong, and so have you. And all of us have been set at a proper temperature. Right. If you're lucky enough to put the heating on, don't get me wrong.
Let's just review the facts.
No, you can't even gauge it off my dad.
Let's review the facts.
Because my dad's
wild.
Let's
review the facts. You said we've all been set wrong.
Yeah.
So that's me as, a middle-aged adult.
It's a common fact that women feel the cold more.
It's your dad as an elderly gentleman and even children. So we've got
all men.
3 different age brackets.
This is going into a feminist movement
We've got all 3 age brackets.
I have been conditioned to have to live in a masculine, heated environment.
We have got 3 age brackets: children, adult, and elderly, and they are all comfortable. But yet you think we're all set wrong. Children,
right?
Boys.
There is a common fact.
Children feel
Google this, okay?
Ooh.
Google this and shove it up your a-hole. Basically,
here's some
in a work environment.
Here's some non-factual
information. A lot
of
the time, you will get people all working there, and they will say different things. It's hot. It's cold.
Right.
There has been a survey done. A study done.
Where? Who?
This was on Instagram.
Oh, factual then.
There has been a study.
A study done by Roxanne.
That women are colder in the work environment with air conditioning, right? Than men. because our hormones, our imbalances, all things like that equate to feeling colder.
Right.
But us women have to live in a male-dominated environment where cold and temperatures and things are set to a national average of men.
No, do you know what it is? Men just deal with it.
No.
Do you know how many times I used to be cold in my office at work? I just didn't moan about it. I just
but why?
pop on a hoodie.
Why, when you can just turn the heating on?
No, I'd pop a hoodie on and I was fine.
Okay, but what happens when I put a hoodie on and I'm still cold?
Get a better hoodie.
But, okay. Oh, we've got no money for a hoodie this week. Another male moan.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Rock's got no money to buy clothes anymore. Go on. What am I doing then?
That's something you have
putting one of your hoodies on.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing my hoodie, Rox? You're going to make it messy.
Yeah.
I've got a solution to every...
Don't miss your mouth when you wear my hoodies is what I'd say, and then you can wear one. Don't chuck coffee all down my hoodies when you wear one.
I had to... So it got so bad, I had to go yesterday and buy a teddy bear fleece tracksuit.
Good, that's what people do. You buy something for winter, for when it's colder.
Yeah.
You know, in people's houses, like, you get like a draft extraction along the bottom of the door because it's drafty. Yeah? You don't.
I get it. I'm not saying like...
No, let's not get a draft extractor. Let's just crank up the heating even further. No.
Get a draft, by the way, not draft. A draft excluder. You get one then. Make this energy efficient then, if that's what you want to do.
It is.
Don't make us live in your ice palace.
Do you know who isn't?
Honestly.
Do you know who isn't energy efficient? The Ice Queen. That's who isn't.
I'm not even saying I'm not efficient. I drain probably the money on the heat. Yeah, I have to spend money on teddy bear fleece clothes. Yeah. Mainly because I live with an ice king. Okay?
Doesn't moan.
Snow palace, they call this.
Do you know how many times I'm hot in this house? All the time. Do you ever hear me moan about it?
Yeah, all the bloody time.
No.
Oh, it's hot, Rocks. Oh,
no.
Do
you know what I do? I just go and put some shorts on. I go and take my t-shirt off.
That's another one. Today, snowing. How many pairs of shorts did I see walking along the street?
Yeah, it's not that cold, is it? Bit of snow, it's all right.
You're just set on a different temperature, mate.
We are, or you are. We as in everyone else.
You are. But I've evolved because I was brought up
I'm moving on. I'm moving on. This is going nowhere. I want to know if people...
Yeah, please tell me.
Just let us know that Rox is wrong.
What do you have your house at? What? Is it 28? Is it 21? What?
LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com. We need this sorting out. Who's wrong?
Immediately.
Because... Will you accept you're wrong if they all email in and say they have their house set?
I want a cross-section of men and women, though. I don't want just men, just women. I want a cross-section.
You've got to email in. You've got to say you're...
You know, like them beauty things, out of 200 people, 70%
I'm not doing freaking market research.
Yeah, I want a market research survey.
You've got to send in your age and your gender and what temperature your house is. Okay, great. I've got a dilemma.
Do you have a dilemma? Do you need some help in your life? Dial a dilemma. Hey, have I got one for you?
Oh.
Hey, Mark and Rox. Love the podcast. Please keep me anonymous.
Oh.
I am 21. Oh, no. Sorry. That was not my one. Dial a dilemma. Sorry.
Great.
Rewind.
She's not even reading.
I was reading date night. Sorry.
Don't be reading that.
Hi, Mark and Rox. I met this girl on my holidays and we had an instant connection.
Oh.
We exchanged numbers and started messaging back and forth. She sent me a few photos and a short video.
Oh.
I noticed that she had a ring on her finger.
Which one?
Which looked like an engagement ring.
Oh.
I wanted to find her on Facebook and saw a photo of her wearing the same ring. She was engaged to someone.
And she hasn't told you on a date?
I didn't know she was engaged. We only met a few months ago. I'm confused about what to do.
So you've met somebody. Where'd they meet them?
On holiday. How weird.
You've met them on holiday, and I'm assuming they wasn't wearing the ring. And now you've kept the conversation up at home. Now there's a ring on that.
Yeah, I mean, there's three things here. The person that you met, the girl, was not engaged when she went away, when she met you.
Sure.
And then
she
got
wasn't
engaged when she got back.
Or she just took the ring off, Rox.
That's my second option.
Yeah.
Second option, she's a dirty Debbie and she's taking the ring off. Dirty Debs.
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 Dirty
Debbie. Dirty dog. Right? Dirty dog, Debs.
Right.
Third option,
She hasn't got a third option. She's just said third.
Well, maybe she's wearing the ring. Have you seen the partner in a picture? Because, it could be a sentimental ring from their nan or something like that. Like, I'm going to give the woman, Debbie, a benefit of the doubt.
You wouldn't wear it on your engagement finger, though, would you?
I don't know. If my nan gave me a ring and I'm married, I don't know.
But if you're not married, we're assuming this person isn't married, right, Rox? Because they're on a date.
No, yeah, I'd probably wear it on a different ringer. But if that's the only finger, a ringer.
Should wear it on a different ringer.
It's a ring finger, that one.
A ringer. We've just invented a word.
A ring finger, a ringer.
Sorry, if you've got a ring that you want to put on a finger, you could just merge those two words and go for a ringer.
I'd probably put it, but if it only fit that finger, let's face it, Debs has gone off, get her leg over and come back.
Oh, but she's still texting. She's still wanting.
Well, yeah, which I'm assuming she's either being very dirty or she's not happy.
What's your advice?
My advice would be, you don't really want to be with someone that does that anyway.
Right.
I probably would go, hey, Debbie. I'm assuming this is her
Debbie,
name.
this is her full name.
I'll go straight in. Are you married or engaged? Because I've seen, and to be honest, I'm not comfortable with it. So
it's not. Debbie will go, look, it's just none of your business. Like, I really like you. I just want to get to know you.
It is my business. It's not something I want to partake in. Goodbye. Straight out. No, straight out of that. What?
Wow.
Why? Would you partake in that?
Well, you don't know that Debbie's husband Dave hasn't passed away, and she wears it out of his memory.
Oh.
And I can't believe
he went there.
I can't believe you've been so brutal to poor Debbie.
Yeah, poor Deb.
She's out there.
You flipped that narrative straight, man. I'm here for it.
Debbie's out
this
there.
It's now a movie.
Debbie's out there looking for love, and you have just shut her down.
Well, that's why I said ask her.
She doesn't want to talk about it.
I don't want to participate in your love antics if you're not.
It's none of that. It's just a sore subject, and she doesn't want to go into it because it's still fresh in her mind.
I don't know how you got such a wind up. Honestly, you push your wind up to the next level. It's so what
I can't. Poor Debbie.
Poor Debbie.
She's out there. She's finally found a connection.
She's engaged.
She was.
She's a widow.
She's a widow.
Is she a widow?
She's a widow. She wears.
You've got to ask her. You need to know.
She doesn't want to talk about that.
Well, it's tough tits, Debbie. Tell me if you're a widow or you're a dirty dog. Because this relationship is not going anywhere.
I don't know you well enough yet. We're just getting to know each other. We're just having a few text messages.
Not my vibe, Debbie.
I just wanted to get to
Move on, Debbie.
I want to get to know you a little bit before I start telling you my life story.
Do you know where you can stick that ring finger, Debbie? Up your a-hole.
Up your ringer.
Right? Up your ringer.
Stuff your ringer up your a-hole.
That's what I'd say. You need to have a good balance.
I think you should have an open heart.
An open end what?
I think you should have an open heart and you should just text Debbie and go, hi,
Don't
Debbie.
listen to him.
Hi, Debbie.
He has the eating on 20 degrees. I mean, who trusts a person
Hi,
like
Debbie.
that?
I've definitely not stalked you on Facebook, but I've noticed in a recent photo
that was put into my feed.
I noticed in a recent photo that
While I'm stalking you.
that you might be wearing a ring. Can I just ask, is that from your nan or your deceased husband? I just want to clear it up, and I'd really like to be open about discussing, if you're okay. Is what you should do. Rox, she's just staring
Or
at
if
me.
you're down for it, just get,
Or Debbie.
Go and get engaged yourself.
Maybe she just wears it as a decoy to stop people coming onto her. You know how some people like...
Yeah, I would ask what it's about.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be your first port of call.
Yeah.
And then make a decision.
Yeah. But if
Stop worrying about it. Just get to the problem.
If she doesn't want to talk about it, though, just be open enough to
well, then
to
you
find
sound
out.
not really open to having a relationship, Debbie.
She's getting to know each other at the minute.
Oh, have a great day, Debbie. Bye-bye.
you've got a dilemma that you want me and Rox to make worse, ladbabypodcast@gmail.com. Right, you ready for a fantastic date night?
Go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your date night diaries. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Hi, Mark and Rox. Love the podcast. Please keep me anonymous.
Ooh.
Ooh. Always the best. I'm 21 and a wheelchair user. This is important for the story. A couple of years ago, I was chatting to a lad online. I was always going well, so we arranged to meet up one evening. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I had to pick him up as he didn't have his own car, but he knew a good spot we could go. So we ended up heading to a local golf club car park.
Wow, straight in.
I mean, that's, yeah.
Balls flying.
Golf,
in the golf area.
Golf balls flying, yeah. They've gone clubbing, so to speak. Golf clubbing, yeah. Always going well, so we were, that's it, yeah. Things got a bit steamy, all while still being in the car. And we totally lost track of time.
Love that.
They've had some car park action. When we were finished, I quickly put my trousers on, looked at my phone to see I had over 100 missed calls.
What?
Oh, no. I mean, how long was you having some action in the golf club car park?
Oh my God,
100?
is someone listening?
It had all been from my care assistant, who was at home waiting for me to help me into bed and was worried about where I was.
Oh, bless.
As no one knew where I was, I quickly kicked this guy out and shot home as quick as I could. Everyone was in a massive flap as to where I was. Even my parents had been contacted. I went walking in on the walk of shame. I told my care assistant the whole story and where I'd been that evening. But she told me the only thing that was going to calm my parents down was if I was honest about what had happened.
What?
So, that's what I did. I had to inform my horrified mum and dad that the reason I'd gone missing was because I'd been off having some sexy time in my car with a guy that I'd just picked up in a golf club car park.
Go on.
Absolutely mortified. I still drive past this golf club regularly, and my family never let me live it down.
Mate, I'd just be like, I was in the cinema.
Yeah.
I had no signal, so I was, deep into a bucket of popcorn.
There is so many
bag of Revels.
There is so many excuses you should have gone with.
Yeah, I totally agree. Say you're at the cinema, I don't know, ice skating. I don't even know, like something.
I mean, she was in a wheelchair, so probably ice skating probably wouldn't have been the go-to excuse. So I would have probably said, I nipped to the supermarket to do my food shop. Lost my phone.
Great. But she had the phone.
No, I lost my phone. I was hunting for it for an hour with everyone in the supermarket. Eventually, somebody handed it in. I had all these missed calls.
Great.
Easy.
Great option.
That would have been such an easy option.
Yeah.
Other than you phoning your mum and dad and said, I've had some golf club action.
Yeah, I would have just said I went golfing.
Hole in one.
I got a hole in one?
Somebody got a hole in one. Okay. Okay. Par 3.
That'd teach you to go clubbing again, wouldn't it, eh?
Thank you for telling us that story. That is absolutely fantastic.
Oh.
If you've got a date night story, you want to let us know. If you've had a tragic incident where you've had to inform your parents of some sexy time car action, let us know.
Hey, that
LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com.
It would have been, come on. Let them have a bit of
Let them have a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean?
Mate.
Right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, that's not how I do it. Hold on. That's not how I do it. I'm totally all in a fluster.
Man flu's taken over.
This is it. Try again. This is Revenge of a Lifetime.
that was perfect, that one.
This isn't revenge. This is a confession this week. This is also a confession on somebody else's behalf.
Oh. So what, you're telling a story? You're gossiping?
They're telling a story about somebody else that they saw unfold. So it's somebody else's confession.
Gossip girl, come on then.
Dear Mark and Rox, I'd like to begin by saying, wow, I'm typing this whilst listening to the last part of your audiobook.
Oh.
I also have a signed copy that I ordered on pre-sale.
Oh.
I have listened to you every single week and pop you on when I'm in the car driving to take my dog out every Thursday, and I put the podcast on. I've followed you since the lunchbox. Thank you. What a lovely message. Here is my confession. Oh, I've passed it on.
You absolute.
Oh, yes. Yes.
No, why are you saying yes?
Because I'm going to be unsympathetic.
I've been so nice to you.
You have not. You called me an a-hole.
You're vile. That's mean. I've been so loving towards you.
Here we go. Here's my confession on somebody else's behalf.
Oh.
Some time ago when I was in my 20s, my friend and I decided we were going to go and do our weekly shop, so we headed to the nearest Tesco together in her car.
Nice.
Lovely. Food shop together.
Love that.
We always laughed a lot, and it made supermarket shopping way less boring, but not this day. This day was exceptional.
Go on. Oh, I'm excited.
So with our trolley full, we headed to the tills. To our left, there was a tallish guy with long blonde hair and wearing half small moon glasses with his wife. Really setting a scene there.
That really did.
To our right, there was a lady with a small boy. I'd say he was around 4 years old.
Gotcha.
Anyway, the little boy kept asking his mum for a bar of chocolate. And she just kept replying, no, you're not having one. You've had one today. As we slowly moved towards the tills, his impatience became more and more apparent.
We've all been there.
And he was asking every few minutes for a chocolate bar.
Is that just my son? Is this me?
I hope the rest of this story isn't you, Rox.
Oh, gosh.
By this time, we were nearly at the till when all of a sudden, the little boy swung round in the middle of the queue, thrust his hands onto his hips, and shouted in his loudest voice, if you don't let me have a bar of chocolate, I'm going to tell everybody in this shop that I know you sucked Daddy's willy.
What the actual muffin break? Oh, wow. Wow. What?
The colour drained.
I'm shook.
The colour drained from her face. Then returned an almost scarlet colour. The guy next to us started laughing so much in hysterics, he fell headfirst into his trolley. With his wife shouting at him, for God's sake, pull yourself together, Dave. The mother scooped up her child by the scruff of the neck and literally ran out of the shop, leaving her trolley in the queue.
Oh, kids are dicks sometimes, aren't they?
That is incredible.
That is... Oh, I feel for that woman, that kid.
That is embarrassment beyond embarrassment, isn't it?
I've got no words for that one.
Imagine that.
It's like when our son was shouting, well, I want my dad. You were standing there and he's like, it was as if you were, when...
Yeah. My other one, that I think it was Kobe when he was learning to say the word clock. Let's just say, wasn't what he was shouting. When we was around Home Sense and there was lots of different clocks and he was going, not that word, okay? Shouting it very loudly. He was, whilst pointing. So, sending love to whoever that mother is out there.
Oh, that's... Mate. Just never getting a chocolate bar again.
Never getting a chocolate bar again. If you have got a confession or a revenge or a housekeeper story you want to send in, ladbabypodcast@gmail.com.
Brutal.
Living with a
Savannah.
Oi,
Oi.
oi.
Snow day here.
Snowy, all bloody hell cold, isn't it? It's so cold.
So
Get on a big coat, innit? Get a big coat.
I need a big coat.
Stick on eating, you know what I mean? Stick it on.
Sit on a jumper.
Lovely and warm.
Jumper. Jumper.
Well, I mean, I had a word, but having discussed it earlier in...
Draft.
That wasn't even the one.
Oh.
Blast.
Oh, blast.
You said blast.
An Arctic blast. Blast.
Blast.
And a draft.
But blast.
Blast.
Last.
Last.
No.
Yes.
This is a section of the show, guys, where we have to teach Rox how to use the English language.
No, this is where Cockney rolls. All right? I'm just...
Blast.
Blast.
There's no R in it. There's no R in it.
Who says?
The English language.
Always evolving, Mark.
Blast.
Blast. Blast.
No. Blast. Blast.
Blast off.
Oh, look at that rocket blasting off over there.
Yeah, but if you said blast off, you make it sound so quick no one can hear it. Go
What?
on.
What do you mean, blast
Say
off?
it. Blast off. It's a blast off.
Imagine.
Can you imagine NASA going,
Yeah.
blast off?
Yeah.
No.
NASA. 3,
2, 1. Blast off.
Blast off.
Yeah, they would say it posh
No,
like
they
that
wouldn't.
because they're, rich
No,
space
NASA.
people.
We need to find a NASA countdown.
Blast
3,
off.
2, 1. Blast off.
Blast.
Blast off.
Blast.
No, not blast.
Blast off.
Blast off.
But it can't be in an American accent.
Blast off.
Blast off.
No, you're putting an R in it. Blast off.
Don't
We
like
have
it.
blast. Well, I'd say lift off probably, but
Yeah, lift off.
blast off.
Blast off, yeah.
Blasteroid. The
Ooh.
Pokemon.
Blasteroid. Well, I made Pokemon sound posh.
Blasteroid.
A Blasteroid.
Oh, look at him blasting these music.
There's
Blasting
an
you.
Arctic blast coming in.
Oh, have you seen the weather? The snow's coming in. There's an Arctic blast.
There's
Blast.
a draft coming in from under that door.
Draft.
Sorry, just yawned.
Draft. Draft.
Draft.
Do you say raft?
Raft.
Raft. Like a
Bring
raft.
that raft over. Let's swim out to shore.
Raft.
Raft.
No, it's not a raft. It's a raft.
It's a raft. I don't like it. I prefer my...
If we were on a sinking ship and they're going, bring down the rafts, you'll be like, bring
Bring
down
down the raft.
Bring down the rafts for one.
Yeah, it'd be top tier Titanic,
Top tier Titanic.
I'd be in the raft straight away with the children.
Right, and I'll be there.
You'd be there you'd be
Up to
Jack
knees,
drowning
up
on
to
a bit of
knees.
cardboard going, oh, cold. There's a draft.
I won't be cold.
No, you'd actually find that sea quite...
I'd have my hoodie on, mate. I'd have my hoodie on, I'd be warm. So, there you go. Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Oh, I'd rather not.
This is a wonderful one. It's
I've
a silly
got your
one.
cold. I am tired, lethargic and sneezing.
In literally probably hour we've been doing this, you've deteriorated.
Yeah, big time.
You started this with great energy. Your eyes are now watering and you're yawning and you look...
It's because I've been locked in a room with you, giving me all your cold vibes.
Yeah, I've been blasting you with
You've been blasting. You've been cold blasting.
I've been blasting you with my flu.
Your flu.
This is a really great one.
Go on.
Would you rather eat a live worm
Ooh.
or... Your reaction made me laugh. Would you rather eat a live worm, like a really long one, like a
a worm from the ground.
A worm from the ground, but like a really fat, juicy one?
Right.
Or be locked in a dark room with a tarantula that you can't see?
Eat a worm. No way. Spider vibes make me want to die.
Yeah, but you'd have to eat a live worm.
I can't see that spider. If it's a huntsman spider, it's on my head. It's around my areas.
You don't know. It's just in there.
No freaking way. You couldn't even get me in the dark room.
But you would... A worm from the ground. Imagine it wiggling in your mouth.
Yeah, fine. Take that. Fish life. Straight down.
There is not a chance you would do it like that.
If you gave me the door to the tarantula dark or the worm wiggling, straight in one.
Would you chew it or swallow it?
What?
Chew it or swallow it?
I couldn't chew it. I'd neck it. Straight back.
So that it'd be alive in your belly.
With water.
But wouldn't you worry about being alive in your belly?
It'll be like a parasite.
Yeah, it could take hold in your belly.
All right, what I'd do is I'd get it, smash it.
No, you can't smash it. The only way. No, you'd have to chew it. It's the only way.
It's my worm.
No. Eat it live.
I'll chew the worm. There's no way I could go in a dark room with a spider.
You don't eat it dead. It's eat it alive.
No way. You couldn't put me in an area with a spider.
You wouldn't see it.
What? How big's the spider?
You don't know.
Yeah, but
you don't know.
I couldn't cope with it.
It says a tarantula.
It'd be creeping about like a creep.
Yeah, but the room could be massive. Roxy's doing an impression of a spider.
No,
for anyone listening.
Lurking in the dark.
Yeah, but you would be lurking as well.
I watched Arachnophobia way too young. My parents let me watch it, and actually, I'm scarred for life. Never watched that film, guys. Never.
There you go. I think I'd take the worm as well, but
worm every time.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet it tastes just probably a bit like nothing. What? Dirt.
Dirt, yeah, mud.
Wet dirt.
Or was you to say mad?
Mud.
Taste a bit like mad.
Taste a bit like stony mad.
Stony, dirty mad. Thank you everyone for listening to this week's episode. If you want to get in touch, LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com.
Thank you for joining us. Love you all.
I just want to send love for anyone out there that might get called an a-hole this week by their wife.
Turn your temperature on.
Turn
your heating on.
Let us know.
Right.
Roxy's wrong, let us know.
I'm not wrong.
Roxy's wrong, let us know.
The temperature outside is below freezing.
Let us know.
Let's talk about that.
Let us know. Okay, LadBabyPodcast@gmail.com. Thank you everyone.
It's a good job I love you.
Bye.